So what do you think are some of those right beliefs to have? Some of the right beliefs to have about money, about the way you create wealth, about the way you actually create the life you want? What would be some of the right ones? We know the bad ones. Go to school, get a job, all these things.
Well, it's not right or wrong. You see, most people should be employees.
Okay.
Because most people, it's easier to be an employee. Went to a military academy in New York. The first lesson, the first word they teach us is, what's your mission? Mission, mission, mission. And mission is spiritual. I just wanted a bigger challenge. And a bigger challenge would be to be an entrepreneur, because I'd have to learn new things. I'd have to learn 10 times more than ever than being a pilot. So for me, it was right for me to become an entrepreneur because I was really interested in learning about money and business and economics and all this. But most employees aren't. So for most people who are employees, they should get a job, work hard, save money, pay your taxes and all that. But entrepreneurs don't pay taxes. We don't save money. We use debt as money. And everything's different.
So how do you know that you're meant to be an entrepreneur? Is there something that you need to feel? Is there something that you need to do? It can be trained to anybody. Like you said, not everybody needs it. Some people are meant to be employees and want to do that actually. They don't want to.
Most people want to be employees.
Okay.
They want the paycheck and they want the pension. They want security. And I don't blame them.
Yeah.
But many people today don't have that choice. You know, if you lose your job, like my poor dad eventually lost his job. And then he realized going to school, getting a job didn't help him, a PhD. He didn't have the skills for the world. He stepped out of the academic world and onto the streets. The cats ate him alive out there. Most school teachers cannot survive in the real world. Not in my world at least, because they don't have the mental strength, spiritual strength, emotional strength, or the education to sustain the battles of being an entrepreneur. I have international businesses, thousands of employees. A school teacher, they don't have that. They don't want that. But unfortunately, with artificial intelligence coming in and replacing more and more people, soon Uber drivers will be out of jobs too.
Because of Tesla and all these other ones that are creating,
driverless cars. So all the truck drivers and all this, they're out of work.
So what are some of the other things, some key points that we could talk about from your new book?
The fake teachers. Why would you listen to a poor person? Why would you listen to a poor person about money? And that was my poor dad. He's trying to hypnotize me. I never use my money. I don't need to save money. I use debt 100% of the time, and I don't pay taxes. So that's kind of what you find out in fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. Because every time a teacher told me to get a job, I said, you gotta be kidding me. She goes, if you don't get good grades, you won't get a job. And I said, oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, And the teacher would go, nuts. And they go, why don't you want a job? Because I'll pay taxes then. You gotta pay your taxes. And I said, well, what about this? So I took real estate courses, not because I like real estate, because real estate is about debt and taxes.
Right.
So the more debt I use, which is real money, debt is real money, the less tax I pay.
And especially with the interest rates right now, they've been lowest in the last 5,000 years or something like that.
Money is cheap right now, zero. Get it free.
Yeah.
Why would you save it? Why would you save it when they print it? It's until you question, and all the young people just question what's inside that head. Who hypnotized you?
Parents most of the time, most probably.
And were your parents rich or poor?
Probably poor.
And most people come out of school, they don't even know what accounting is. They say, oh, they taught me to balance a checkbook. Okay. Big deal, You have to know assets and liabilities. You must understand taxes. The rich don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
And the rich use debt as money. So the question is, that's what I had to do when I was in my 20s. I said, how is it the rich learn to use debt as money? That's a challenge, and the brain goes,
because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you got it. And then how do they not pay taxes? And what you'll find out in my new book, Fake, is the combination of debt and taxes. You see, the more debt I use, the less tax I pay.